Wheelies are something that everyone wishes they could do, but this skill takes time and a lot of practice to master. If you implement what I am going to be teaching you today, you will be wheeling in no time. First, make sure you're on the right gear. If you are starting to learn from scratch, I recommend you start practicing on first gear. This is the same gear that you would use if you're going up a steep hill. This gear will make it easy for your front tire to lift off the ground just as it will for you to climb the hill. In first gear, you should be rotating your cranks more often. For example, in these clips, I am going at the same speed, but notice how many more times my feet rotate on the first rather than on third. This is second. And this is third. The higher the gears, the more trouble you will have to lift up your front tire. Now that you know on what gear to be in, make sure that your pedals are at 2 o'clock position with your strongest foot on it. For me, my strongest leg is the right leg. You're going to want to crank down on the pedals in this position and lean your body back at the same time. This will initiate the start of your wheelie. When leaning back, it would be tempting to pull the bike with your arms, but that will always bring you back down. The right way to do it is by pushing with your body and not your arms. A good way to practice this is by keeping your arms straight while leaning back. Make sure to have your fingers covering the rear brake just in case you go too far back. If you're about to loop out, a little tap on the rear brake will send you back forwards. I recommend you master this before you start doing longer wheelies. The next step is the hardest, and that is to keep the wheel up for a while. This would require you to master your body weight distribution around the bike and sensibility on the rear brake. If you feel as if you're going too far right while wheeling, your left knee should lean left and vice versa the other direction. And if you're falling forwards, you should pedal more. If you're going too far back, you should give your rear brake a little tap. Once you start to learn your distribution, I recommend you try to wheelie on second gear and then on third. Throughout this whole video, I am on third gear. A little tip that I should not give you is to fall back a few times on purpose to get comfortable with your bike. I have never ate it too hard by doing this, but always make sure that your front wheel is straight every time you come back down, because that, however, is a sketchy situation. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe by clicking on the logo. Thank you once again for tuning in to Mountain Bike Mayhem.